What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day. Finally, the weekend is here. Thank God. The week has been going up pretty fast, and I'm happy. Temperatures have finally dropped. It's not super hot anymore. Thank God. Um, so anyway, real quick, I need y'all to smash that like button on this video. You know what to do. Um, Getting into this episode, I actually liked this episode. I enjoyed it. For the most part. So Nina figured everything out based off of a half a heart pendant that her mother left her in her jewelry box. So Nina pretty much figured out that she did not miscarry, that she has a child out there. Um, Nina, I didn't think that Nina would figure it out on her own though. I really did not. I was actually surprised by that she figured out that her child did not die. I was shocked by that. And impressive. Curtis really impressed me today. Because he knows how to pick up on things. You know what I'm saying? Like he really pays attention to detail, especially when that guy was talking. Like the dude was hired by Madeline to put the baby up for an adoption, but he doesn't remember who he gave the child to because he doesn't have those records anymore. Um, I was I was like, damn though, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, why didn't Curtis ask the guy to give him a description? Like, did you give the baby to a couple? Did you give it to a guy? Did you give it to a woman? What did the woman look like? Like, was she blonde, brunette? I would have been asking all those questions. But Curtis did not disappoint me today though, because after the guy left, Jordan felt like they were at a dead end. But Curtis was like, nah. He was like, we're not at a dead end. He said, did you hear what the guy said? Madeline hired a private clinic, private nurse, private doctor. If you find the money, because whenever there's money, that means that there's a paper trail. So therefore, all you got to do is look at her accounts. You know what I'm saying? See what money she spent back then. Find the nurse, find the doctor. You find the two of them, you'll get some answers. You know what I'm saying? Like it might lead you to something. You know what I mean? Curtis is smart. I say that shit. He definitely smart, and he does pay attention to detail when he wants to. Cause that was pretty fucking smart. Um, I felt bad for Nina though when Nina was looking through that box and stuff of her old childhood memories and stuff like that. Um, because a lot of it brought back some good memories, some painful memories. Like it was just her whole childhood in that box. Um, but I am happy that Maxie was there for her though. Like I love the bond that Maxie and Nina have. The bond that they've created in the past few months to a year. I like it. They've gotten super close ever since Nathan died. I mean, they were cool before, but after Nathan died and the baby was born, they've gotten even closer. And I love that because not only are they family, they're friends. You know what I mean? And Nina definitely could use a friend. Um, Speaking of another friendship, and this is what I love though, because I feel like this show has been lacking real friendships. And I love that they're getting back to that. Valerie and Cristina. I love it because think about it. Christina's friends with Valerie. She's friends with Kiki. So think about it. All three of them hanging out and stuff like that. That would be super dope. Because like I just said, we need friendships. Um, but I'm happy to see Valerie. My issue is I still can't understand why the writers made Valerie a Spencer. I don't understand because she doesn't interact with them. You know what I mean? She doesn't interact with Lulu. She don't interact with Bobby like that. She don't interact with Carly. She don't interact with Michael. It's like she's not entwined into that family. You know what I mean? But yet she's a part of the family. It kind of makes her look like the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like it. I feel like they need to start incorporating her in that family the way they should have when they introduced her 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's been 3 years and I still feel like she's not a part of that family. That's not good. They need to change that. But I am happy for Valerie though. She's taken the detective's exam, so she could become a detective soon, which I like. Maybe they'll pair her up with Chase. Because now that Dante's gone, Chase does need a partner. He's basically the only detective in the PCPD right now. So that's what I'm guessing that they're trying to do. Like she's probably gonna pass the detective's exam, and her and Chase are gonna become partners. You could tell in this episode though, Christina is definitely feeling Valerie. Like I seen that little look that she gave Valerie and stuff when she said that she's gonna miss seeing her in her uniform because she rocks it. The way Christina looked at her, I say, yeah, Christina feeling her. I've always said that Christina and Valerie should hook up and try to become a couple and go on a date or something like that. Cause I feel like Christina has more in common with Valerie. Not just because they're closer in age, but because, they got chemistry. For me, I feel like they have chemistry. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I like it. Um, I did. I actually like Christina today. The way she kept badgering Julian to hire her, and she actually knew her liquor though. She knew how Manhattan and all that. Like she knew her alcohol. She knew how to mix a cocktail, regular cocktail, special cocktail. She knew all of that shit. So I was impressed. I was impressed because the only cocktail I know how to mix is a Long Island iced tea and some Coke and Henny. That's all I know. That's all I know. I love me a Long Island iced tea though. Long Island iced tea is probably my favorite drink, even though I don't drink alcohol anymore. I haven't had alcohol in a year, so I don't drink alcohol no more. But when I did, Long Island iced tea was my favorite. Coke and Henny was my favorite. If I didn't have Hennessy, I would drink cognac and Coke. E&J Apple. E&J Apple is one of my favorite alcohols. Ciroc, of course. Sex on the Beach. That's one of my favorites. I have a few favorites. But I haven't drunk in a year though. I don't do liquor anymore. I don't do it. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? Like I drink it. I remember one time I drunk E&J Apple and Ciroc at the same time. I was pissy drunk, throwing up. I couldn't do it. I listen. I woke up the next day. It was a Sunday. It was like yeah, it was like July 4th last year. I was supposed to. I no, it was 2 years ago, and I was supposed to go to work the next day. I called the fuck out. Like I just couldn't deal with it. I could barely stand up straight. I was like, nope. I was in that bed half the day, and it's crazy because the same day I got up, I was feeling a little better in the afternoon, and me and my friends went to the casino that day. So it was a good Fourth of July for me. But anyway, yeah, Christina was a little annoying in the beginning though, trying to say that Charlie's Pub was a mob front. I'm like, first of all, a mob front usually don't have legitimate customers in it. They usually have like mob goons and shit. Like look at Sonny's restaurant. You could tell that's a mob front because there's never anybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Julian's Pub, there's always people there. Eating, drinking. It's a legit place. Um, but I understand why Julian was cautious of hiring her because he didn't want no smoke with Sonny. You know what I mean? Like he didn't want to piss Sonny off, and because he knew it would. But he does need a bartender. Good thing though, his permit got approved to renovate the bar. Now he just got to find a contractor. Um, Here's my thing about this whole Croton situation. Once Mike started talking, a light bulb hit me. I said, why the fuck wasn't Sonny listening to Mike? Sonny could have used this to his advantage. Not throw his father under the bus, but here's my plan that I would have came up with. I would have let Mike take the fall for the body and the gun. Let him take the fall. The reason I say that is because Mike is almost 80 years old. He's almost 80. He has Alzheimer's. He's not going to be around all that much longer. You think the cops are gonna put him in prison for that? For something that happened 30 years ago? Hell no. They an old man with Alzheimer's that's damn near 80. He would have never seen the light. He would have never seen one day in jail. He would have never seen a day in jail. You wanna know why? It reminds me so much of Desperate Housewives. Because remember, I think it was the very last season of Desperate Housewives. Bree was on trial for murder. Their neighbor, the old lady, she had cancer. She was dying. She only had probably days or weeks to live. The old lady took the fall for the murder. So that way Bree could get off. And what happened was the judge did not give her prison time. He didn't give her nothing. They basically just dropped the case. Because the lady was 80 years old. She had cancer. She wasn't going to live long. So they dropped the case. Sonny might want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was thinking Sonny should have did the same thing. Because they would have dropped the charges. Mike wouldn't have seen 5 minutes in a prison cell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have just did it. But Jason had a good idea though. Jason had a great idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it sounded great to me. He was like, you know what? Let Julian have the contractors. You know what I'm saying? Just give him the contractors, guys that we can control. That way we can monitor the situation. Then at night, Jason could go to the bar, and handle it. Maybe get rid of the body, pick it up or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a smart move. That was smart on Jason's part. I said, see, now you got somebody thinking. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Sonny need Jason at this point, because I'm like, Sonny doesn't think like sometimes. Like, he really, sometimes he thinks clear, and sometimes he doesn't. Today was one of them days Sonny should have came up with a plan. Instead, Sonny decides to throw his phone at the wall, get all hostile and mad. I'm like, Sonny, chill out. It ain't the end of the world. Just think. Use your noggin. Use your brain. You've been a mob boss for over 20 years. Think. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a solution. Be solution oriented instead of getting all huffy and puffy and mad. Yelling and cussing and throwing phones. What is that going to do for your situation? Think of a goddamn solution is what you should be doing to get yourself out of this mess. But Jason had a good point though. Shit, get some contractors that we can control. We can monitor this shit. I said, boom. Mike, of course, is not letting that go down. That old man done snuck into Charlie's, went into the basement, and I guess he looked at the wall, probably where the foundation is. I don't know. But he got a wrench. I said, oh, hell no. I said, Mike, what is you doing? I said, Mike, don't do it. Do not do it, Mike. I was like, don't. You just gonna make it worse. I would have just let him take the fall, though. I'm just saying, he ain't gonna go to prison. But anyway, moving on from that. Jason and this PTA shit. What annoyed me a little bit was he basically always have to ask Sam what she wants and her opinion. You're the father. You're Danny's father. If you want to go to the PTA meetings and stuff, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not many fathers go to PTA meetings. That's usually the mother's thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mothers typically go to PTA meetings and shit. What annoyed me though was the teacher. Because Sam was like, basically, that teacher always brings Danny home with permission slips. I'm like, what? What kind of teacher is that? Like, the teacher literally brings that boy home every day with a permission slip for Sam or Jason to sign. I said, are you serious? Permission slips are supposed to be for field trips. This lady literally be having these kids have their parents sign permission slips probably for everything in the classroom. The boy got to use the bathroom. Well, we need your parents to sign this. I'm like, oh, hell no. No, no, no. I would be putting them in another school. I ain't dealing with that type of shit. Signing permission slips every 5 minutes. No, hell no. Hell to the no. Nope, nope, nope. It wouldn't have been me. Nah, nada. Ain't happening. I would have told that teacher, you got me twisted. Ain't going down. And the writers, I understand that I think that they're trying to do a slow burn. And what I mean by that, they're trying to slowly put Jason and Sam back together. I could kind of sense it with the way Sam looks at Jason. At this point, I'm like, y'all might as well just put them back together. I don't know why y'all doing it all slow. I respect it, but at the same time, it's like, if y'all really want them together, just put them together. Shit, we ain't got all day. Like, for real, we ain't got all day for this shit. All these googly eyes they keep making at each other and shit. Just kiss and let's do this. I still don't like the way Drew look at Jason. Like, every time Drew come around Jason, he just look at him like he got an attitude. Like, he just looks at him with attitude all the time. I'm like, bruh, stop it. Drew, stop. The man saved your son's life. Like, he did get him to the hospital on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least Drew was thankful. He did thank him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I like that Jason at least asked him about how Oscar was doing. Jason is always cordial with Drew. It's Drew sometimes that be looking at him with pure hatred, and he need to stop that shit. But I feel bad for Drew, though. Because Drew, he just came over to see Scout because, he needed to see his daughter. And that was a cute scene, though. But, he just needed to see his child. I understand the point of view of Kim not wanting Oscar to know about his medical condition, but I agree with Drew. He needs to know. That's how I feel. Oscar needs to know. I understand she wants him to be a kid. She don't want him to worry about dying. I get it. I totally sympathize with that. But you need to prepare him for this. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until the last minute to be like, oh, you're dying. Especially when he's 5 minutes away from dying. You know what I'm saying? Because then he can't process it. He can't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. You're taking that decision and that choice away from him on how he should feel, and that's not fair. So I feel like Drew should tell him. My personal opinion. Um, I would, but I'm glad him and Sam sat down and talked about it and stuff like that. Um, I did like the Oscar and Jocelyn scenes today. I did. It was sad when they were talking about a bucket list. For every anniversary, they want to do different things, kind of as a bucket list type of thing. That was a sad scene to watch. It was really sad because no 15-year-old should be talking about a bucket list. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be talking about a bucket list until you're 70 something, 80. Then talk about a bucket list. But when you're 15, that shouldn't even be in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it really shouldn't be. But anyway, this was a pretty solid episode. I liked it. Hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought about it. If I forgot anything, just let me know. But don't forget, smash that like button. I want to see a lot of likes today. I want to see a lot. If I get 500 views on this video, I expect to see 500 likes. So for everybody that viewed this video, smash that like button. I'll see y'all all Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Turn up. Have a good time. Not too good of a time because I need y'all back here on Monday so we get back to business. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.